because now it gives it a little better angle.
Yeah, totally. That's it right there. The concept between this year, I wanted to get back to kind of the Nash roots in a way, but also elevate it and modernize it. So we're using we're incorporated the Polynesian back in a more subtle way, using gradients as well as like in the Nash logo itself, and then really bold, bright colors. And do one with it half in, and then one with it all the way in.
When you step away from R&D and product development, one of the unique things at Nash is also that we have our graphic department and marketing department in-house. So we don't use an agency or anything like that, like other companies. We have everything here, which is led by Elgar.
I mean, everybody in the team brings, their own personality and quirks and expertise and knowledge and know-how. Al, for example, is one that came in as a junior designer, was working his way up. You, I'm sure, have heard the story of his deal where he had a little tumor in his neck, wondering what was going on, went to have surgery on it, came back out of surgery and was basically paralyzed from the neck down, could barely move anything.
I spent 5 weeks in an ICU and then 2 months in a rehab hospital, but I basically relearned from the ground up, relearned how to breathe, how to eat, how to walk, everything.
Good job, Al. I got you.
That was one of those things where, wow, what do you do? So you try to help him out as much as you can. So obviously we kept him on payroll and insurance and everything while he tried to deal with that, having no idea what the outcome was going to be. Initially it looked like he may never walk again or be really very functional again.
All I wanted to do was work, but it wasn't physically possible. So I took 11 months off from work and then slowly started at like 10 hours a week in the office and just built my way back up. And then I think maybe a year later I was running the department.
But if you looked at his attitude during that time, it was insane. I've never seen someone go through something so gnarly and be so optimistic, positive, just deal with it, move on.
The entire time too that I was out of the office, I'd get FaceTimes from everybody here in the office when I was in the hospital. And Robbie kept me on the company health insurance plan the entire time I was off not working, which saved me from being in incredible financial debt for sure. Yeah, it was millions of dollars.
He's passionate, he works really hard. I think he works harder now than ever because he knows that he's got an opportunity here that might be hard to find in other places with his current shortcomings, which for him aren't shortcomings. I mean, again, he's just taking that ball and run with it. Always positive.
Put your best foot forward every day because he puts his best foot forward. And I know he probably doesn't have some easy days some days, but it's pretty inspiring to be around that, but pretty cool to see, how Robbie's stuck with him the entire time. So, a lot of the tough love that goes around here, you see something like that go down here, and it's like, I think that everybody in here, he's got everybody's back.
I mean, it's always been what I wanted to do. I've known I wanted to be a graphic designer since I was like 13 years old. This was a dream job for me. Neat-san hasn't been lotioning enough. We can't actually have his hands in the shot.
We had a guy last year, his name is Nemo, and he's one of our team writers. And he walked in here, he's like, oh, I've never been in Nash, it's so cool. I want to meet Al. And I was like, what? Why would, I was sure he's gonna say, I want to meet Robbie Nash. But he said, I want to meet Al. So for him, it's more also the personal level because he followed Al and his journey and what he had. So, and for me, it was really nice to see people that it's beyond just meeting the owner of the company or person that does athletically such an impact on the sport, is also meeting the people that works on the company and meeting the people that created this thing. It's not just one man job. It's not just this guy, there's this guy. It's the whole picture.
None of this would be possible without my team. There's no one-man shows here, that's for sure.